I don't prepare for them.
Okay.
I just step into it. I clear myself. I ground myself, and the spirit takes over. And such a gift.
It's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you have to be careful. I mean, cats are cats are very aloof.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Now podcast. My name is Scott Love, and I will be your host on this epic journey into the fascinating and mystical. Today I am joined with Michele Moore, an intuitive medium and a member of the Unity of Bay City community. How you doing today, Michele?
I'm great, thanks.
Excellent. This weather, holy smokes. Can't tell if it's going to be summer for a little bit longer or if winter is going to hit us up.
I love autumn.
I love autumn too. I think it's my favorite season. The smell in the air and the pumpkins
and the leaves giving us a lot of sun of letting go.
Yeah, right. Just let it go. Let it go. All right. Well, Michele is here today to speak about an upcoming event she has at the Unity of Bay City on October 22nd, which is actually just a week from today. So if anybody hears something that they like in the course of this next few minutes of this conversation, head over to www.unityofbaycity.com and look for information on how you can register for this workshop that Michele has coming up. All right, so Michele, why don't you tell us a little bit about what it is you've done in the past and what led you to wanting to lead this workshop?
Well, I think as a kid, I was astral traveling. I remember flying around my house. Didn't get it at the time till I was older. And then when I was in my 20s, I got this such an urge to find a spiritual path. At that time, my sister had gone to one of these clairvoyants at the Renaissance Fair.
Okay.
And they told her that she started automatic writing. And through that, she said to me, "Oh, I think you're going to automatic writing." Well, I started, and then a year or two later, I realized that instead of writing everything down, I could just, when the words came into my head, I could just say them.
What exactly is, for the people that are listening, what exactly is automatic writing?
Well, it's channeling in the aspect that when words come into your head, you write them down.
Right. Kind of, so it makes me think of the Neil Donald Walsh Conversations with God.
Sure.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right. I also have memories of astral flight when I was a kid. All right, so you were doing the writing, and then you decided a couple years later that you wanted to step away from that, or just felt like you were called in a new direction?
Yeah, I mean, automatic writing in itself, I mean, I'd sit down with my friends, and they'd ask a question, and I would write and write and write. Because at that time, the healing group that I'm affiliated with is called the Brotherhood of White Light.
Okay.
Brotherhood of Healers. And so they would write. And so finally one of my friends said, why don't you put down your pad and just, as you hear it, you speak.
Speak it.
And thus that I started channeling.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was that at first? Was it awkward, or was you'd already been doing the writing for so long it wasn't? It was just the next logical step.
In my life, my life has been stepping stones.
Yeah.
And so I would do automatic writing, and then channeling, and then mediumship, card reading, and now I'm into animal telepathy.
Okay, that's fascinating.
It is.
I did a spiritual retreat / festival in Asheville for many years. And one of our first participants, her name was Karen, if I remember correctly. She was the animal whisperer, and she would communicate with animals.
And such a gift.
It's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, you have to be careful. I mean, cats are very aloof. No, I don't want to talk to you.
Right.
But dogs are. I really that just comes when it comes. I'm not actively going up to animals and going,
"Hey, bud, what's up?"
Yeah.
Right. Very good. All right, so we have this thing coming up here on the 22nd. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Well, yeah. I thought it would be a great opportunity to help the church. And so I usually channel meditations when I spend the winter in Florida. So I would have a group of people, and basically the channels that come through are healing. I don't prepare for them.
Okay.
I just step into it. I clear myself. I ground myself, and the spirit takes over. So I thought that was be a good opportunity. I'm so happy to find that we have so many healers and intuitive people here at Unity,
Right.
which was not the case. I mean, I started like maybe 10 years ago here, but traveled off and on. So
And you've noticed that more and more healers seem to
yeah,
be showing up.
that or they were there, but they didn't say anything.
Didn't feel comfortable talking.
Yeah.
Right? I want to talk a little bit about, you mentioned that you get clear. What is that like for you? And as the listener who is listening, help them understand what getting clear is.
Well, you want to ground yourself, so you want to get clarity. I've always very concerned that when I speak and do readings, that the information I give is pure.
Okay.
And so I basically ground before the reading. I'll have everybody ground themselves. We do a little bit of breath work,
Okay.
calming down, and then I always say a prayer, calling in the divine.
Okay.
And then I just step aside and I start talking. Sometimes my voice changes, but it's always very lovely. They always come from a space of loving and respect for what we're doing here. And then I just follow. Sometimes I wish I would say, well, I wish I could record this, because afterwards I thought, wow, that was really good, but I can't remember. But, I have a short time after that I can remember,
Okay.
or people will say, well, you said this, and then I remember.
Now, do you have an entity that speaks through you, or do you think it's more of a divine?
Well, that's interesting. That has been a progression too. So I started out, and in my automatic writing, it was the Brotherhood of White Light. I have channeled other entities. I can throw out some names, but I'm at a point now where I think quite a bit of it is my higher self.
Right.
They will. I think if I get to a point where maybe I get stuck, they step in.
Yeah.
I've had interesting experiences, like when I started, a couple of times I get really nauseous,
Okay.
and that tells me it's an extremely high vibration,
Okay.
and it takes me, I have to, again,
Process it.
everything with allowance, right? And so, and they come through.
Very good. What can the participants look forward to on the 22nd? What is the experience going to be like for them?
Here's what I want, or what I hope, I pray, that they come, they give allowance in whatever aspect. They allow a healing, emotional, physical, that they allow that. There's a wonderful prayer that I have learned, and it goes like this. It says, Mother, Father, God, infinite creator, I allow all the gifts of the universe to come to me. I allow no one to stop that, including myself.
We can block ourselves faster than anything.
Right. I have
Doubt,
done,
insecurity,
oh gosh.
rational thinking.
Oh, and all of those things from a past time that we have held on to, I spent, good 5 years totally into that, getting into those repressed feelings, emotions, and finding aspects of letting them go, because that's what we need to do to get where we're going.
Very good. Well, this is awesome. Looking forward to it. So people show up on the 22nd, and is it going to be, they're going to go around you and you channel? Or is it you're going to be talking about different healing modalities, the different practices that they themselves can participate in? Or
Well, we have to work out the logistics, but I want to start out with singing bowls,
okay,
because that'll raise the vibration.
nice.
I'm going to do a little bit of breath work to raise the vibration, and then Spirit's going to take over.
Okay,
I don't know how long they're going to channel.
okay,
Afterwards, I'm open to a question and answer as best to my understanding, right? And then we'll split up, and I'm going to be in the Friendship Hall, and I'll be doing readings for people, and there'll be other readers, I think, and healers.
Oh,
I think it's an absolutely wonderful experience.
that
And,
does sound great.
yeah, and they're going to ask for a donation for the meditation, and that all goes to the church.
Right.
And then I think for the readers, I think they're offering a $10 or $20 for a reading.
Okay. So people are going to be able to come in, they're going to have a singing bowl, meditation experience. Then we'll go into a prayer, a meditation, then a prayer, and then you'll be channeling. And then after that channel, they'll have an opportunity to ask questions. And then after that Q&A, we're going to break up into smaller groups and people can meet one-on-one with other readers and other healers.
Absolutely.
And it's all just being offered on a love donation, except for if they want a reading, then it might be $10 or $15 for the reading. The mission is to help support the center so that people like Michele and myself and you, listener, have a place to come and experience mystical and metaphysical things that you don't really get to experience in other places.
Absolutely. And
Yes.
it might plant a seed. There are so many young people that are coming in. There's so spiritual knowledge. And so those kids now are getting older. I mean, I'm really looking forward to these young people doing great things.
Very cool. Well, Michele, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Okay. And October 22nd at the Unity of Bay City on State Street Road, she'll be holding a workshop on intuitive medium. It'll be channeling. It'll be a chance to connect with other psychic mediums and maybe find some inspiration and go down your own path. All right. Much love, and we will talk to you soon, folks.